Hi guys. I have come across this mountainside. It's so far away, and look at all these rice fields. It's so nice, and I'm like super stuck out here, guys. And this is actually a Hmong village out here, and this is nothing but Hmong people up in the mountains. And I just want to show you guys how poorly the dirt is, the road. It is like super muddy. So I'm having a hard time with the motorbike and with everything. Just with them, it's so muddy. It's been raining for like the past 2 months, month and a half, almost 2 months now. And on this side belongs to somebody too, so don't cross this. All right, guys. There's actually a jungle back here, but when they have these bamboo fence like this, the property belongs to somebody out here. So no trespassing. So yeah, keep that in mind. All right. So we're gonna continue going forward and see what's out that way. And tomorrow I'm actually going to go somewhere else, and I had a plan to go somewhere else, so it will be really nice just to head out that way. So I am going out this way. So it's actually really nice out here. Rice fields and everything. Oh, check out this creek, guys. So I think they use this water just to irrigate the rice field out here. All right. And that's why it's so rich. Like, I mean, it's so organic. Like, look at it, guys. Like, there's absolutely no chemical in this rice field. I don't know if that's rice field or it could just be grass. I have no idea. Well, it looks like rice field to me though. But I could always be wrong. So this is how we live out here. I mean, our family, like our ancestor, there's their way of life out here, guys. When you come out here to take care of the rice field or to farm out here, this is basically how you sleep. So, and it's, you know, it's not the best, but it gives you shelter from the rain, at least, right? Not from the cold. Well, out here in Laos, it's very humidity, so the humidity is so hot. Like, I mean, I don't think you'll ever get cold out here, and, you know. But there might be one day where it's really cold, so always be prepared, and they're not being prepared. So let's go across over here. And I think the water channels, yeah, the creek runs right through here. So that creek that I was showing you guys earlier, it kind of just wraps around. So it's going, I think it's flowing downstream. So, and this, I wonder, do they have any trout? Like, you know, rainbow trouts? I have no idea. But maybe, hey, you never know. Never know. I might want to try someday. You know what I mean? Dạ nó cháu nhiều gì, bữa cho nên tôi sai nó mà biết tôi sai trong hạ ấy cũng là cho số lúa rau mông á, vậy lúa rau mông là mình nó nhớ bù sổ trong cho, vậy nó rong đâu thì tiêu lên lời cho hai liêm play, lời cho chú tây này nhở, sẽ cho cái việc thế đi đó, mua chấm nhỏ dầu lon nữa, ok, hey nhớ không, nên một tên à? Nên vào tuần nào? Phải nún dậy. Bù lại. Chỉ lại đi. Chỉ lại dậy mà. Tại khi đã có to vào, tại khi đã có to nún dậy đó. Đó. Ấy có to có muốn cái đó mình có to của sai sao, của sai bù hay. Hay là tài cái này tì cha nó sư. Có bảo bé cho tú mong nó, tú mong nó to nún dậy, xí ta nó sư lại. Tại vì đại家都係呢多俾到đây nữa. Ok, khu đi cha nè.
Bên đó hoa quả nén hoa của hoa lót xì.
Quả nén lót xì à? Nhớ rồi nè. Bây giờ tí lâu rõ nè. Này tôi giờ cũng tại vì giờ của tôi nó cũng mà tôi thay nên nướng chạy sẽ phải lại
Nên nấu bò lạnh chạy ha. Đấy nhá.
Có hai ta hết rồi. Ok. Xin chí này. Nếu như béo tụi tôm phong này nếu tôi nung dây nếu khu tôi nung dây nếu nung nó hay tên nung sẽ tông dây đó. Vậy thế tại vì nó đã cắt to. Vậy sẽ tại vì của bộ tôn chỉ ở tụi cử nè. Vậy lú giò nó mà giò mông á. Vậy bé tôi nó mà tôn chỉ sợ đời ha. Tôn thật sợ đời thải. Bé tôi cái bên nhau trâu sát tỷ tới chờ nó người nhau lì già này vậy. Ở tàu cũ lúc xe một ta xe heo. Bỏ tên mình tu bỏ nhiều tên mình cứ nó nữa tôi hai giống tôi thì nó thì hậu này giờ cái cứ nó cứ hậu vậy lo mày rồi hay cứ nó cứ hậu vậy lo cái cứ nó cứ hậu vậy nó muốn chỉ muốn lên đó này vậy bây giờ cái rồi nó cũng nó chỉ có tàu ở đua hết vậy thầu cũng bỏ cho cứ ở lên này vậy tàu cũng lúc xe mua hay kìa wow bây giờ cũng nhớ lâu lên này cũng chỉ tàu bỏ ít trong đua này giờ chỉ tàu ở đua lên lỡ nè chính thôi nó cũng bỏ lỡ chứ cũng rất rong xe hay này vậy theo tao tôi là con trai nó vậy ở tao tôi phải cho bên đây nó chỉ bao nhiêu gì so guys those two little brothers those two younger brothers they were out here bow fishing so they got a little bow little crossbow it's really old and antique so they were using that just to hunt for fish for dinner, supper, or for tomorrow, just have something to eat. So it's the way of life out here. The way of life out here is it's all about survival, Like this is how you survive out here, guys. And it humbles I swear it humbles me a lot just to see how the cultures, just in general, just how the cultures shift from A to B or A to Z. And I have no clue. I could survive out here too, but I was just humbled by how young they were and how dedicated they are just to find something to eat in the mountains up here in the hills, like way far from society. And it just humbles me and it makes me appreciate life and the way the culture changes so dramatically. Like I have no clue. I think if I live out here when I was young and I was born, I am born out here, but I'm just saying that if I grew up out here like this, my survival skill would just be just like that. But since I grew up in a different place in different era, and for me to come back home like this, it changes my whole culture. It's a culture shock. It shifts my whole perspective of life. And I love the fact that things are so backdated, like so slow. And it makes me appreciate my life and appreciate the life around me, if it makes sense. But I just want to share that with you guys. And it's been a really it's been a really humble experience for me lately that now that I could just kind of come out here and shift my life around and get to know the culture of Laos and the people that lives in the mountains and out of society, and just to be able to adapt to their lifestyle or be a part of their life for that quick moment. It means a lot to me, And let me show you guys these houses out here. So there's a lot of these these houses. They're just like a little shelter house if you're out here just taking care of the rice fields and things like that. So they're really, really, really nice. Sorry about the camera, guys. I'm gonna try to upgrade my camera system maybe in the future. Guys. So it goes all the way back over here, guys. And along the mountains, the hillsides and everything, like way up here. And they got some power line back there too. So hold on, let me see if I could kind of capture this for you guys. So there's houses way back over here, guys, way up their hills. Yeah, so It goes all the way back there. And then it goes all the way over here. And then there's some tuck in there somewhere, like along the forest line, like jungles, forest. And there goes one over here. Yeah, so, and there's one right behind me too, guys. Yeah, so there's one right here too. Yeah, so, okay. All right, so, yeah, so, hold on, yeah. So, we're gonna go back out this way where we came from. I don't want to go any more further because I have no idea who owns that property over there. So we're gonna go back where I met those two, you know, the younger brothers, where they were out here bow fishing. So we're just gonna head back out there because the motorbike's out there. So come on, let's go. So nice out here. Ồ, trên này tôi sai à, tôi sai sửa sai bây lý giải à, rồi mà em không lý giải nè, này sinh ai chưa? Ồ, sinh mong ya, ok, cái cũng người ta nói bài rồi mà muốn chú đâu不到，啊 ，ok， 我知道了，哦，高你们有那么美呀，真美呀，嗯。mà chú đó nè, em châu đây hô cha,
Đây hoa nó.
hoa, rong mà, rong này nè, rong chỉ con nè. Okay, so I asked permission to come in here, and the owner right here, they allowed me to come in here and show you guys a little bit better about the rice paddy fields. So I'm really happy about having this, you know, getting the permission to be able to you know, show you guys up close, because it was really hard just to pull it in. So now that I'm here, and this is how it's grown for centuries and centuries and generation after generations, and it is crazy. It's like walking back in time, you know? Yeah, so this is how it's done. You gotta chop down the big trees and things like that and burn it. Wow. This overview is so beautiful, guys. So check out this view, guys. There's more way down there, down at the ravine down there. That's the modern way of growing rice, you know. So but for right now, this right here is the traditional way of growing rice. So it goes all the way, it wraps all the way around the mountains, the hillside of this mountain. So I don't want to step on the rice. So hold on, let me try to squeeze right through here. be really careful because yeah, so it actually wraps all the way on this side of the hillside too. If you guys can see, I can't go down there anymore because so much rice. Like it's all over it's all around my foot. So I'm just like literally surrounded by history and rice. It's so crazy. So it's so beautiful out here too though. Yeah, so let's go back out this way. Man, I hope you guys enjoy this because this is really, it's such a special moment too, you know. So this is how when you come out here, you work all day. This is where you rest, take your little nap, you know, eat your food, you know, things like that, you know. Have a good dinner, lunch out here. So, and the woods, these are the tree that's been burnt down. Okay. All right, guys. Just a little bit of something that we all could share this together and experience this history together. So we're going out this way. We're going back out to the gate. So ok, nên cho nhớ về trẻ của đi thọ tụ chữ tây này nhở, thì ní cả cũng lọt thay tên nó, thì tuần xài này nó cũng bị hoa này, thì ní tuần xài mong ha, nếu to lúc nào nếu to ở tây thì nó chỉ nếu sẽ nó tụi mình dùng men nên nếu to tây cái tí lúc nào chỉ nó đã có một trái, thì cái tây tí tây nó mà đã có to rõ rồi, to tù rồi vậy. Cái khử nó khử hậu gì nó tàu ít hot xuống nó ít khử một nó vậy chỉ okay, I came across this is the traditional old ways of back in history of back in I think like 40, 50 years ago, or maybe even longer than I was, you know. And this is the way my culture used to grow rice without the rice field, you know, because this you know, as far as my mom used to tell me a story about, and these you could see these two gentlemen over here, they're actually doing the rice field, guys. Yeah, so this is how it is out here. And my mom used to tell me a story about how they would chop down all the trees and stuff like that, and they'll burn it down like this. And when they burn it down like this, and they don't have no type of water, anything, you know, water, irrigations and things like that. They just depending on the rain, you know, depend on Mother Nature to provide for the crops during the rainy season. So they will grow rice fields on top of the hillside like this, way up in the mountains. And this is how rice was originally grown, and it's how it's cultivated through labor intense, and it's really different, you know, just to have a bowl of rice on your plate at your table for dinner or for supper or even for breakfast sometime, you know. And this is what it looks like, guys. This is literally rice. Yeah. And this was like I say it again, this was the original way of growing rice on the mountainside of the hills. But a very few places are still growing like this. Not a whole lot of places are growing like this. Right now, the modern ways of growing it is on flat land with irrigation water, this whole system, and the rice are grown more more properly. And then you know, during that time you're growing rice, you're having fish in there. You're actually growing the fish, and you're growing a whole bunch of other stuff with it. So you know, it's like almost like an ecosystem that it just develops. So that was, nowadays is the modern way of growing rice. But this right here is the original way of how the mountain people grow their rice. So this was the original way of growing rice on the hillside of the mountain, where they have to burn down all the trees and all the vegetation and things like that, and clear the land as much as they can just to be able to grow rice. So this, oh my God, it's a little part of the culture, you know, and this is where I think these two gentlemen, they live right here. So yeah, so they live right there, and they watch over their rice field, so they can harvest it and have rice. So this is one of the owner out here. So it's two separate owners. So two separate owners. There goes the water ravine down there. That's the ravine down there. So it's such a good moment just to be able to be a part of this, you know. It feels so good. And, you know, be a part of this history, you know, how things were, you know, how stories were passed down generation after generation. And to be able to experience this, and to be able to, you know, to see things like this is so, it's such a special moment for me, you know. And this is the reason why I want to share this with you guys. So, and this right here is another different owner. So this owner is a different, I think it's like a section off, like a different acre. So they're doing the same thing too. So but with this one, he sleeps right there. So he sleeps right there. And with this one, they sleep right down there. Yeah. Okay. Nên cái nhiều gì à, cũng cho bé lọ sai đồ à, lỡ trong bé đồ số à, tết trong họp bé này nhở, tết trong hà nó này nhở, giá ta lo mà, là vì bé đan nên xưa này nhở, là bé đan nên cái nhiều chỉ bao hay thì cũng một tranh này, nhiều chỉ to trên đó chỉ cũng to cho nó muốn thâu cho. Ok, nếu là muốn lúc thấy là muốn thầu chứ, ô giờ chúng yêu tranh gì ha, lỡ tua thế lỡ tua vận động giàu lỡ tua thầy là chúng play này cho cái tim phong này nè, vậy lúc mới yếu luôn muốn thầu số nó thấy không? Cho trong hai nữa nó xa nè, cái mà mù thôi, xa hình rồi. Family. It's a group of family. Chị còn nói chị ơi ý ra đánh nên thổi mua cho lâu bia đâu yêu nhẹ bia đâu yêu hay bia lỡ bài trong tết trong hai chị lấy bài muốn tết đông đỏ chị lấy muốn lỡ chị lỡ mà cho xuống này nhở chị lỡ mà tao xuống nó nè chị ra đánh nên mà thủ cũng do mà là bia lên nói lại để ít sinh phụ thủ chị cho lâu ít sự ô lên nó bên mông là đâu chỉ hai bên mông bên tèm bò cho có thơ lấy vô tí giả lên nó heo cụ sa này nhở chị bây giờ tôi to xe tôi trong hà nó chị bé nhẹ lò đó bé chỉ lò đó bé bò bé giờ chị lỡ ôm lấy chị lỡ ô lên nó này nhở chị nó mà nhớ khó chơi ôm lấy mà khó xe cưng cầu tu xe cưng cầu thế chỉ ta lên nó khứ cưng cầu lên đó khứ do cái khứ nó khứ hầu lỡ ôm lấy nó chỉ hỏi sát chắp lời này nhở chị có sát một nó có khứ một nó có mà tối prom có mà tối chú lo yêu cái chuyện nên lo cho lo nó có cá sông này nhở chị giờ đi cũng nhiều biết rồi cũng mà như khứ cưng đầu đi số nó phải bị tê chứ sẽ cho lâu biết thì mỗi mình nhỏ ấy nhẹ để đắt còn này chị phải bị tê chứ này nhở nhẹ còn này chị nhớ coi lúc nào cũng tôi bỏ lên là chị hoặc tôi cũng hay ra cũng hoặc tôi cũng cho sọc nhiệt tê chị nhà tao là cũng nhiệt khứ giờ sẽ cũng bỏ cũng công cũng giờ là khứ một cha nó nói chị nếu mà tao cũng lúc xưa nó sáng chỉ tới tài đâu lớn hết giờ rồi nó cũng bỏ được rất cái luôn cũng bỏ được rất cái khứ này cũng lần đây bỏ lên nó chị cũng nó muốn thay đổi nên cho nhớ phải chạy sai hay còn nếu bao tiền phải tay chấm vào rồi nhớ lại cũ rồi chỗ nó hầu lại cũ á giờ này tôi cho nên tôi bỏ lại khứ lên nó này này bắt sớ rồi hết dạ sớ rồi hãy lo lùi rong đâu rồi bỏ lại khứ nó khứ hầu lại chào yêu ba lú rồi hết bây giờ yêu hay nên nhỉ vậy còn đây họ của thả đâu bé sờ cái bé sờ nhà xe rồi nó chỉ của thả lên nó mình chỉ nó sẽ cũng thay tiền này nó đâu bên này sai nè mua đã chưa我还好要只要那好让路子些那好没上到接好看到过个工应该是些我那时候找呢找车家去找个找我的家sao sáng đi chơi nửa cũng đây chỉ cũng như lúc này sợ đời nè cũng là sao nửa lúc trong họ về nó chỉ trong có một nó nè giờ rồi nó chỉ cũng đã chơi chán chỉ cũng lôi chơi chán thì trong hà nội về hả mà cho nửa ra chỗ này nè. Alright guys, I'm gonna head out to a different place. Came across this and you know want to share this with you guys how labor intense the old ways of growing rice, and it's very labor intense. So if I was gonna do it, I wouldn't do it like this. I would most likely go the modern ways of just irrigate the land and just drop the rice in there, and it'll just grow itself, right? So that was an easy way of growing, but this is really intense labor. But now it's a lesson for all of us to learn. So how we appreciate life and everything. So it's very, very special, you know, special moment to be able to go back to history and enjoy history just like this, to see how history was grown through generation after generation. So keep that in mind, guys, and I love you guys. I'll see you guys on the next clip. All right, take care of yourself.